in continuation, we will also be calculating or measuring the variability of different investment returns. So here we're going to answer what are the average returns, what is variance, and which investment was more volatile or more risky. So suppose that there is a company, the Supertech company, have experienced the following returns of the last 4 years. So year reflected there, year 2001 up to 2004. So there are 4 periods of the Supertech company's investment. So in the Supertech return, there is a return of negative 0.20, 0.50, and 0.30, 0.10. And then we also have here another company, the Hyperdrive company of 0.05, 0.09, negative 0.12, and 0.20 as their return of the company's investment. Now, if you're going to plot that in a table, so we're going to calculate how much is the actual return and the average return, the deviation, and the square deviation, so that we can calculate the variance. And after the variance, we can calculate the standard deviation, and we can calculate the standard deviation. Therefore, we can measure or compare which among the two companies is volatile or more risky, right? So by calculating the average or the actual return, is the actual return that we have here. So we just transfer that here in the table, and then we calculate the average return. So as I have mentioned in my previous discussion, so to get the average return, you just have to add all the periodic returns. So negative 0.20, 0.50, 0.30, 0.10, add it all, so it will give you 0.70. And then count how many periods that you included in your calculation of return. So 1, 2, 3, 4, from 2001 to 2004. So you have here, just simply divide the total actual return to 4, and then you will get the average return of 0.175. And then in getting the deviation, so just simply subtract the actual return and the average return. Then for the square deviation, so you just have to square the deviation to get the square deviation. So with the total square deviation, we can now calculate the variance. So the variance can now be calculated by dividing the square deviation by the number of returns less 1. So there are 4 returns from the 4 different periods, 2001 and 2004. So the total square deviation of 0.67500, you round it off, divide it by the number of returns less 1. So it will give you 0.0892.